Hi, and thanks for checking out my channel. My name is Hannah, and this is Jar of Fireflies. Here you'll find content all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. But today, we're gonna clean.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming by. Today we are cleaning all day and I'll explain why. I'm also going to chat with you guys the whole time, so don't worry, you're not just literally going to watch me clean. We are going to talk. Okay, so explanation for why I'm cleaning all day and why my house is quite this messy. If y'all are used to watching my videos, you know I usually don't let it get this bad, but goes back to the reason we're cleaning all day. Okay, I have been a little bit under the weather. So has my daughter. We have both had low-grade fevers. We have both been just kind of hanging out in bed, kind of doing nothing, which means, you know, the house doesn't look the way that I like to keep it. So I'm feeling a little bit better today, so that is why I came out and decided to get all this cleaning done. I started with some laundry, and then I went and started working on the kitchen. Once the kitchen is clean, the rest of the house doesn't honestly matter that much because the kitchen is, you know, that's where it's at. I'm running the dishwasher right now, which is why I'm putting all of these dishes in the sink. I don't really have anywhere to put them besides there to get the counters cleared off and clean, but that's okay. I'll be able to get to that later. Okay, let's talk about being sick right now. Yeah, totally panicked over whether or not it could be coronavirus. However, I didn't have a cough, so I really wasn't too terribly worried about it. And I highly suspect that my daughter has strep throat. So probably I got a little touch of that, maybe. I don't really know. But I'm feeling better by this point. No more fever at this point. So yeah, and I've been completely fine since filming this and now recording this voiceover. But yeah, seriously, not fun to get sick with anything, you know, legitimate like a fever when this whole coronavirus thing is going down. But I can 100% say I do not have coronavirus. So yay! Okay, so y'all see that mortar and pestle that I just dumped into that Tupperware container? That is my husband. He is so extra. He wanted to have some crushed pepper to grill some meat yesterday, and he used a mortar and pestle instead of using, you know, already crushed pepper or a pepper grinder. But yeah, he's very extra in the kitchen. I love him. He's amazing. He's a great cook, but yeah, very extra. I have my teenage niece, by the way, to thank for teaching me how to appropriately use the term extra. Hopefully I used it right there. Let me know if I didn't, because that would be a little embarrassing. All right, I've moved on to the other side of the kitchen now, which this is mostly just kind of spruce up stuff, you know, in the kitchen. It's just the counters were dirty, the dirty dishes were everywhere. There were, you know, some snacks that were left out and things that just needed to be moved to wherever they needed to be moved to. And then I could wipe down the counters, and then that was pretty much it in the kitchen. Yes, I am using baby wipes. Yes, I know that that's a ridiculous use of resources. However, it's super easy, and you know, as much as I love to be zero waste about stuff, and a lot of things that I do are zero waste, in the kitchen, I gotta use my baby wipes. Being a mom of 3, you know, sometimes you just got to do what is easiest and what is simplest and what is quickest. Let's not forget, time is absolutely an extremely valuable resource. Okay, so now I'm vacuuming. I wanted to go ahead and vacuum and mop here in the kitchen as well. I decided not to do it anywhere else in the house because I did just vacuum and mop the entire house a couple of days ago. Well, okay, let's be honest. I pretty much vacuum the house every single day, but I did mop everything just a couple days ago. But the kitchen, the floor was a little gross, especially because my husband had been cooking in there the day before. And yeah, love him. He's a little messy, but that's okay. Opposites attract, right? So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and mop just the kitchen, but I did vacuum all over. This vacuum is starting to see its last days, which is unfortunate because I really, really love this vacuum. We got it at Costco years ago, and I don't know what the brand is. Sorry guys, it may be a Shark, but yeah, it's starting to not work as well on hard floor, and it doesn't, you know, like to stay in position, and the cord is starting to tear, just like all kinds of fun things. So yeah, we will eventually be getting a new vacuum. So if you guys have any recommendations for a new vacuum, please let me know in the comments, because yeah, I vacuum a lot, especially instead of sweeping. So I need a vacuum that really works well on hard floors. So if you guys have a suggestion, I would love it if you would let me know. So thank you in advance. I'm still using this Lysol spray on my counters, my tables and stuff like that. It's Lysol spray with hydrogen peroxide in it. it smells so good. My kids, like, they walk in the kitchen and they're like, what smells so good in here? You know, like, it doesn't smell like a cleaning supply, but it also doesn't smell like essential oils or some kind of odd fragrance or something like that. So I don't know, maybe it just smells clean. But yeah, the kids like it. I like it. It seems safe enough to use on stuff, and it works really well. So that is what I've been using. So there I am mopping. I am using Fabuloso brand on my floor for the floor cleaner. And I really love this stuff too, you guys. It's amazing. It doesn't leave like a sticky residue on my floor the way that a lot of other floor cleaners do, which I find really annoying because then I've mopped the floors, but they don't really quite feel clean. But this one, Fabuloso, totally makes my floors feel clean. So yeah, I highly super recommend that. And yeah, I don't use a bucket. I just fill it up in my sink, which makes cleanup super easy because all I have to do is pull out the little drain thing in the sink and I'm done. There's no like toting buckets everywhere or anything like that. But yeah, I just carry the mop to the other side of the house to mop the bathrooms and things like that when I do that. So I guess that's a little annoying, but it's really not so bad. Can we talk about my shirt for a minute? Okay, y'all, I used to sell LuLaRoe. This is a LuLaRoe shirt, but I got it off eBay. I'm so excited. I actually got it off eBay for cheaper than the wholesale price. So yeah, these LuLaRoe shirts are just so amazing because they have that high neckline that I as an Orthodox Jew prefer for modesty, and they go below the elbow, which is something else that I use for modesty when I'm dressing. I like to keep my collarbones covered and I like to keep my elbows covered. So yeah, these shirts are perfect. I love it because I don't need to wear like an extra shirt underneath whatever shirt that I'm wearing. Texas, it gets so hot, so just wearing like the one layer is amazing. So yeah, now that LuLaRoe is not really like such a thing anymore, I found these on eBay and I just occasionally would go in and snag one up if I can get a good price. But I love that this one is gray because gray is like everything. It just matches everything. I love, 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 love gray. So I had really swept this floor really well the day before. Well, I guess the day before, because I was sick the day before, whatever. The last time that I was in here, I swept the floor really, really well. So nobody had eaten in this room or anything since then. So I just was running the vacuum around to kind of, you know, spot any crumbs that I might have missed or that might have been carried out from the adjoining kitchen recently. And then I popped over and cleaned this little strip of tiles that goes by the wall and the front foyer. I didn't take the vacuum back to the carpet today because I had just done that a couple of days ago and I didn't really feel that it needed to be done so much. And I also didn't want to, you know, just totally overdo it after being sick and under the weather. Okay, so once I finished with the floors, I moved over here to the table, and here's where things start to get super fun. Look up at the top of the screen. Do y'all see that? Do you see the camera kind of tilting a little bit? Tilting, falling on the floor. Yeah, my tripod broke. Awesome, right? So now you guys are propped up on a bookshelf and I'm putting the tripod away. What broke was the little kind of attachment thing that goes on top of the tripod that actually holds my phone, which is what I use for my filming. So I ordered a new one and it already came. By the time that I'm doing this voiceover, it already came. It came super duper fast. So I'm ready to film my next vlog, don't worry. But for the rest of this video, I'm having to prop up the phone in different places around the house. No tripod, but that's okay. Okay, so now I am in the kids' study, our classroom turned kids' study. I'll link to the video for that up above, and I'll put it in the description box below if you want to see that room makeover video. So normally this is 100% something the kids would do and not me. But with my daughter feeling sick today, I just kind of had all the kids relaxing since she was relaxing. Kind of hard to tell the other kids they can't watch TV if she's just chilling watching TV. And it also really did not take me very long to do this. And I was able to quickly move on to the living room. Now, at some point during the day, I don't remember exactly in between which rooms I went and took care of this, but I did call the doctor's office, my kid's pediatrician, and I was able to get her in early in the afternoon to get a strep test because, like I said, I suspected strep throat. That was what was wrong. Her tonsils were really swollen and the strep test confirmed strep. So yay, no COVID for us. Hooray. So, but yeah, I don't know why I'm cheering for strep. Okay. But, it's not COVID. So yeah, she was fine. She's on antibiotics now and she's doing a lot better. We're still just taking it easy right now. She'll be contagious until like tonight, I think. Yeah, 24 hours after starting antibiotics. But we're going to just take it easy this week and kind of chill out with her, most likely. Just kind of play it by ear and how she feels. Okay, so now I'm on to laundry. I've been putting off laundry. Usually I do all the laundry on Fridays. So at this point in my week, there's only like one load to do, but I didn't quite get to it on Fridays. So all the laundry was really sitting out here and, you know, we've been pulling out of it to wear or to use. So it's not as bad as it probably could be. But yeah, there's still like 3 loads of laundry in here. So yeah, fun times. But there were a lot of towels and tablecloths and things like that. So it wasn't that bad, really. And I really needed my kitchen towels. Most of my kitchen towels were in here. I don't think there are any kitchen towels in the kitchen at this point in the video. So tablecloths, yeah, you guys saw quite a few tablecloths there that I just folded. Yes, we use tablecloths. We use them for Shabbat. It is just a fun, simple thing that I can do to make Shabbat feel a little bit fancier and also a little bit different than the rest of the week. It's really important for us to make Shabbat feel different than the rest of the week, besides just the things like not using our phones and, you know, not driving our cars and not going shopping, but just to do little things like using a tablecloth to also make Shabbat feel special and different. I will also link up in the corner and in the description box below also to the video that I filmed all day on Friday. I did a day in the life of Friday getting ready for Shabbat. So if you missed that video, I'll link to that so that you can check that out and you'll see me setting my table for Shabbat and doing all the other fun things that we normally do on a Friday. So I don't know if you can tell whose clothes are whose, but those pink things that I'm bringing back to my closet are my daughter's. It's so exciting. Well, she's super excited, which makes me super excited, but she asked if she could move into my closet. And I said, sure. The other kids have all been sharing a closet in the study with all their clothes in it. And I don't know, she just wanted to move into my closet. She thought that'd be a great idea to have an all girls closet. And yeah, it is a great idea and it is super fun. So I moved her in there, I don't know, maybe a week ago or so. And she has just been absolutely loving it. And it's actually really great because the clothing rack in this closet is lower. So she's able to reach all of her things without needing any help, which is really nice because she's definitely old enough to choose her own clothes and get dressed on her own and all that. But the old closet that she was in, she couldn't reach that shelf where her clothes were. So I always needed to help her, but that's okay. The laundry basket off there on the side is where I am tossing all of the boys' clothes, the little boys, because they are still in that closet in the study, in their study. So I'm just kind of sorting all their stuff over there so that I can bring the whole basket in there to hang up at some point. Y'all know I'm going to be totally honest with y'all. That laundry basket is still sitting on the floor of the study and I have not yet put those clothes away. However, I have every intention of doing it today after I finish this voiceover, so we will see if that happens or not. But I promise I intend to, and I'm going to try. Oh, guys, I wanted to share with you guys what I made for lunch today. This is like always such a struggle with me is meal ideas, you know, trying to keep it fresh, trying to keep it interesting, and also trying to find things that my kids will eat and that I also enjoy. So I'm not making 2 separate meals. And bonus points if my husband will also eat it, which, you know, he was not born in America. So he comes from a totally different culture and country and background with food also. So yeah, but for lunch today, I made baked spaghetti. I had never heard of baked spaghetti before until I was looking for some new meal ideas online and baked spaghetti popped up, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. And there's a ton of different ways, as with everything, to make this dish. But what I did is I went ahead and I boiled some gluten-free spaghetti noodles per the package instructions. Then I added those into a big bowl after I drained them, added in some spaghetti sauce, just any kind of pasta sauce will do. And then I put in some Italian seasoning to give it a little extra flavor, a little extra oomph. And then I put in a handful or 2 of shredded mozzarella cheese, mixed it all together until like everything was very evenly mixed. I put it into a baking dish and put it in the oven for just till the cheese melted, really. Oh, and I put a little bit more cheese on top and put that in there until the cheese on top was nice and melted. Pulled it out. It was kind of like lasagna. It was so good, but without all that whole like lasagna noodle stuff. So yeah, I'm 100% going to make this for my family again, only next time I do it, I am going to put in some mushrooms, some spinach, some fresh basil leaves, and some kind of vegan meat crumbles stuff. So, or like vegan Italian sausage, something like that. So it'll be a lot more lasagna-esque and a little bit less baked spaghetti-esque, I suppose. But it's still going to be with the spaghetti noodles. It's just going to be a lot easier to make than layering all the ingredients and dealing with those big flat noodles of lasagna. This is truly one of those dishes where I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm 39 years old and where has this been my entire life? So yeah, I highly recommend it. Totally easy. Just make it kind of how you would lasagna, but with spaghetti and mix it all up in a bowl. Doesn't get much easier than that. Woohoo! The laundry is pretty much done. I'm just matching up socks there, which are kind of a pain because they're all black with subtle differences, but that's okay.
All right, folks, there you have it. I got a pretty clean house now, and I am pretty stoked about that. Thank you all so very much for coming along today. As always, I super appreciate it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that bell so you don't miss your notifications for my future videos. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it so that I know what kind of videos you guys enjoy the most. Thanks again so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload.